Hey everyone, God once again, and welcome back to the next episode review for My Dress Up Darling, episode 6, called For Real. And I don't know more I can say. It's the same thing with Grey Gio not defeated. This series is getting better and better, and I've been loving our characters of Marin and Gojo. Just I've been loving all of our characters, even the new character. Even I'm already loving the new character that just came in named Juju. So, but after picking up after episode 5 left off there, when Gojo passed out on the train saying that Marin was beautiful, and ever since then Marin's has been like have that embarrassed look on his face, that's on her face, and they all say it's a shock that he said that to her, and even with the grandpa, he's been having he's just been having hilarious moments as well. Like just when he got back from the hospital, right, and he's saying certain about Gojo, but because he had some pair of stockings, right, he thinks he's might be doing some cross dressing, right, and when he comes home, he's holding the cosplay, he's holding Marin's cosplay dress, and that kind of shocked him a bit though, until when Marin comes in. And then it's like, oh, he's like now he has the wrong idea now. It all makes sense now. I mean, his reaction was just hilarious, and then when Marin's is having dinner with them, it was another good good conversation, just like when before they have dinner they're talking because Gojo was explaining to his grandpa that about the cosplay dress, and he's like, oh, because while they're talking, it's like, oh, I want to glue this part though, but it's like grandpa's like, no, yeah, it looks pretty good, and then Marin's just stand behind them, listening to them, and she's saying to herself, basically she can see where he gets his passion from his grandpa, right, but the thing is though, at the same time, she's blushing and she's embarrassing herself because she's falling madly in love with Gojo. I mean, I just love the whole like, oh if I'm in love with him, what should I do and all that. I mean, her just whole reaction of of her feelings just coming out of saying in her head though that I'm madly in love. Am I in love with Gojo? And her just reaction was just so priceless and just hilarious and priceless and just I was shows how much I love Marin. It's just she's a really another good. Like I said, I already put her on my list of favorite anime girls. I would, and she's just been such a really beloved character for me. And on top of that, when she was finished, all of a sudden her stomach growls. She's just very hungry, and they're like, "Oh, you want to stay for dinner?" So yeah, so she stays for dinner with them talking, and how she likes the food. It's like how different when she cooks. When Rebecca it was like a third episode where she told Gojo that she can cook, right? But really she can't. She eats frozen food that she buys from a convenience store. Like she shows pictures. She shows the grandpa and Gojo the pictures of what the food she eats. It's this frozen stuff that she buys from the convenience store and she just reheats. So and they think that they both think that's not really a good meal. So and I love the fact that the grandpa said, you know what, you need to eat properly. Come over to our house and have every night for dinner then. And she agrees to that, and even Gojo is happy happy with that. And I just love that okay, since that you're my grandson's friend, you want to eat properly, just come over for every night for dinner then. Because basically she's living alone because she explains that her mom passed away and her dad is away a lot, so she's basically living on her own. So that's why every night she's always going to convenience stores buying frozen food all this time. So, and I love the fact that the grandpa just even Gojo agrees that she'll come over here every night to have dinner with them. And I love the little chemistry in the conversations, the exchange of words they have, saying, okay, they're concerned about her, it's just, and especially, it make Gojo happy that she'll be here every night for dinner, and I love that, it's just it's another good written way the writing I've been liking. The writing of the script of this series I've been loving. Especially an exchange of dialogue and the character developments between our characters. I've been enjoying. Um, and then sort of soon afterwards, there's later, like it was the next day when it's pouring down rain. Um, then there's this girl who is at their house. Well, it's a store, but it's also their house as well. But the grandpa sees her and since she's soaking wet, she just invites her in to use her bath. And then when Gojo comes home, saying that, oh, you have a friend over, and he's like confused, like, a friend. The only friend I have is Marin, but who else would be? So he goes in, walks in, opens the bathroom, and sees this girl naked, which she assumes she's a little kid, though, right? And much to her embarrassment, she slips and falls, and she's looking all over her, and she gets embarrassed, though. But the thing is, though, she thought that she was a kid, though, even to a flash before where it turns out that she's Marin's favorite cosplayer. And the fact that she's also, she goes to another school, it's an all girls school, that she's a second year, and the fact that she's older than Gojo, so despite her short stature, looking like a kid, though, she's actually older than Gojo and Marin. I think she's older than Marin, because I think Marin's is the same year as Gojo. So yeah, but the fact that she's older than, but she tells her real name was Sanjana, but she tells her that her nickname is Juju, and she's, like I said, and she's Marin's favorite cosplayer, and also the fact that first, because she came for is that she wanted to see the outfits, which Gojo thought that she wanted to see, like, the Hina doll outfits, right? What she did, she kind of liked. You see, they're nice, though. But the fact is, though, she didn't really care about seeing those. She cared about the cosplay outfits, because she shows what the pictures that Marin took when she was in the outfit of her favorite character. So she wanted to make him. She wants him to make her cosplay outfit. And then that's when Marin comes in, which he thought that it was going to be, like a misunderstanding or a conflict, right? But there isn't, though. I like the fact that the whole time, the whole romantic thing, it was set on Marin, because usually it happens a lot in animes. Usually it's the guy who's like, oh, I'm falling in love with her. It's actually the quite opposite this time. It's actually the girl who's like, oh, I'm falling in love with him this time. So I like the fact that it makes the whole romantic thing, they flip the romantic thing around. Instead of usually it's the guy, but this time it's the girl, which I thought was kind of a change in pace. And also, Chris, would you think that, she's gonna get mad that there's like basically a half naked dressed girl in his room, but she doesn't really get mad or anything, but the fact that it's her favorite cosplayer, she's so excited to see her, at telling her, I'm your biggest fan. So, and also that Juju, I like the fact that also it tries to tries to avoid the drama because you think this where you think maybe she later might have feelings for him, though, but tries to create this love triangle. But also the fact that they didn't want to do that drama because she says, here, I'll give you my contacts, right? But don't get the wrong idea. This is only for about the outfits. And it's like, what wrong idea? Well, you two are dating, right? So basically, she doesn't want to. She assumed that these two are dating, so she doesn't want to get between them. So and then Gojo's reaction is like, what? What do you think? I haven't gone steady with anyone. I haven't gone steady with anyone. And then just Marin just like, oh, happy is like, oh, he hasn't had a girlfriend before. And then Juju's reaction where she sees Gojo, he's just slowly stumbling out of the room and seeing her being all happy, and just like what is going on, and just. And also the fact about the cosplay, because also she explains about her favorite character from her favorite anime. I like the fact that I like this little different style of animation when since Gojo doesn't know anything about the animes, right? So even though Marin knows it, so she explains to him, and we see this transition. It looks like a different style of animation where we see the anime show. She explains the anime, so we see like how the anime show is, how the animation is for her character, what she wants to dress up like, right? And the different style of animation where they shows a segment of the anime show is pretty interesting. So I like they do they try to explain like within their world, the different style with a different style of animation to display their anime world, right? And I like that. It was another different type of design, I could say. And also since and Marin, I like the fact that since she's her biggest fan, right? You see that she's gonna be the one. She's telling Juju that she's gonna be that character. And I like the fact when she says, "Oh, can I be that?" And she says, and Juju straight out says no. And he's like, and Marin's like, "Ha ha ha ha! You cut me off before I completed my sentence." Yeah, I like she just says no before she finished her sentences. That was funny, and just Marin's reaction is just like, ha, She doesn't get mad or anything. She just laughs it off like a joke, And that's what I like about Marin, Just yeah, this is my dress up, darling. Has just been such a very fun ride so far, It's becoming. By putting this, it's already becoming on the same level that much as I enjoyed Great Jahi, but like I said before, I kept on saying before. The Genius Prince Guide to Erasing a Nation Out of Dead is an awesome anime show. No doubt about it for me. It's a really great show. But I've just been getting more, as far as character, chemistry, and writing and stuff like that, I've been enjoying My Dress Up Darling. I put above that. So, but episode 6, for real, like I said, I've been loving our characters a lot. Especially, it's been Marin who's been the star of it. Gojo is also he's also the star. I've enjoyed Gojo too, but it's just how is this Marin's showing how she's falling madly in love with him, and the fact he's having her actions like, oh, he's never had a girlfriend before, so. And the fact that Juju is trying to stab because I don't want to get. She's basically saying, I don't want to get anything between you. Like, you two are dating, so I don't want to get between you though. So I'm just here to get making out for me. That's why I'm kicking your contacts. But don't get the wrong idea, right? We're just only here talking about the outfits. And the show has been real fun. I've been loving it. So My Dress Up Darling. Another thumbs up for this. I give. This has been really great character development and just all around, and as I just love it, like how with Marin, how they're inviting her over there for dinner, so they can eat right, and her just blushing, just reacting to how she's in love with Gojo, and especially when it was her favorite cosplayer Juju, and just everything's just falling into place perfectly. I would say this is I would say goes going as being absolutely perfect, and just I love it. So yeah, definitely another thumbs up for this episode, definitely. So yeah, that's my review for My Dress Up Darling. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for another next review for season 2 of Yashahime, and we'll see y'all later.